Let's start by getting one thing straight. Most people don't struggle with programming because it's too hard. They struggle because they're carrying around a bunch of completely wrong rules about how this industry supposedly works. So let's kill those rules, one by one. But before we start, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Alright, let's start. First, the idea that you need to be good at math to be a good programmer. Unless you're doing graphics engines, game physics, or hardcore machine learning research, your day-to-day math is adding numbers, comparing values, maybe calculating a percentage. Programming is way more about logic, breaking problems down, and understanding cause and effect than it is about calculus or linear algebra. Plenty of great developers were average at math and still ship incredible software. Next, the myth that good programmers are born, not made. This one survives because you only see people after they've put in years of work. You don't see the thousands of bugs, the broken builds, and the nights they spent feeling stupid. Skill in programming comes from exposure and repetition, not genetics. There is no secret programmer brain, just time and practice. Another big one is thinking you must learn computer science before you can build real software. In reality, most working developers learned computer science concepts backwards. They built things first, got confused, hit real problems, and only then went back to learn why things work the way they do. You don't need to understand compiler theory to build a web app that people actually use. Then there's the classic belief that real programmers don't use Google, Stack Overflow, or AI. This is just fantasy. Professional developers search constantly. The real skill isn't memorizing syntax, it's knowing what to look for and how to judge whether an answer actually fits your situation. Tools don't make you weak, they make you faster. A lot of people also believe that if you're not coding every single day, you're falling behind. That's not how learning works long term. Even people like Linus Torvalds don't code non-stop. Deep thinking, reading, and even taking breaks are part of progress. Burnout doesn't make you better, it just makes you quit. Another dangerous myth is that one programming language will future-proof your career. Languages come and go. What actually sticks are mental models like how data flows, how systems fail, and how trade-offs work. Once you've learned a few languages, picking up another one is mostly vocabulary, not starting over. Front-end being easy and not real engineering is another myth that refuses to die. Modern front-end work involves complex state management, performance constraints, accessibility requirements, and browser quirks that feel like dark magic. If front-end were easy, we wouldn't have endless frameworks trying to tame it. On the flip side, people think back-end development is automatically harder and more valuable. Difficulty depends on the problem, not the layer. A simple back-end can be trivial, and a front-end app can be insanely complex. Hard problems exist everywhere, they just look different. You've probably heard that frameworks make you a worse programmer. In reality, frameworks encode years of hard-earned lessons and trade-offs. They don't stop you from learning fundamentals, they give you a structure where those fundamentals actually matter. Another trap is believing you must master the basics before building projects. The truth is that projects are what give the basics meaning. Learning things in isolation feels clean, but it rarely sticks. When you build something real, the basics suddenly have context. Clean code is often misunderstood too. Clean code does not mean more abstraction or more design patterns. Most of the time, clean code is boring, obvious, and easy to read. If someone needs a diagram to understand it, it's probably not clean. Some people think that once you understand algorithms, the rest is easy. Algorithms are important, but most real-world bugs come from messy data, unclear requirements, and human misunderstandings. Software is less about clever logic and more about surviving reality. There's also pressure to specialize early, or you'll fail. Early in your career, being a generalist is usually an advantage. It helps you see how systems fit together and makes it easier to specialize later with confidence instead of fear. Switching languages feels scary to many developers because they think it resets their progress. It doesn't. Your understanding of systems, debugging, and architecture transfers almost immediately. After your third language, switching becomes routine. Another myth is that senior developers know everything. They don't. Seniors are just better at knowing what they don't know and how to find answers faster. Experience teaches you where mistakes usually hide. Debugging is often seen as a sign you wrote bad code. In reality, debugging is unavoidable in complex systems. Even great code breaks once it meets real users and real data. Debugging is a normal, expected part of the job. If your code works, it's good code, is another lie. Code that works today but is unreadable, fragile, or impossible to change is a future disaster. Good code considers the next person who has to touch it, including future you. Some people believe you need to build everything from scratch to truly learn. That's not how the industry works. Knowing when to reuse existing tools is a skill. Rebuilding frameworks rarely makes you better at using them in real projects. The fear that AI will replace all programmers is everywhere right now. AI is great at generating code, but it doesn't understand product context, business constraints, or messy real-world requirements. It removes typing, not thinking. The lone genius programmer myth is another one that needs to go. Modern software is built by teams. Code reviews, discussions, and shared understanding matter far more than solo brilliance. Open source contributions are often seen as something only elite developers can do. In reality, many projects need documentation fixes, small bug reports, and minor improvements. Most maintainers are happy to get help at any level. Performance anxiety is also misplaced. Performance does not matter everywhere all the time. Premature optimization often causes more harm than good. Measure first, optimize second. A computer science degree is often treated as mandatory. It isn't. Many companies care more about what you can build and explain than what piece of paper you have. Proof of work beats credentials. Programming is also not just typing code all day. A huge part of the job is reading code, thinking, debugging, and communicating with other humans. Typing is the smallest piece. Comparing yourself to others is another silent killer. If it takes you longer, it doesn't mean you're worse. It usually means you started later, or you're learning something deeper. Speed without context is meaningless. Finally, the idea that the tech industry is purely merit-based and perfectly fair is comforting, but false. Skill matters a lot, but so do timing, opportunity, and luck. Understanding this doesn't make you cynical, it makes you strategic. And once you strip away all those myths, the fastest way to actually grow as a developer is to build real things the way the industry works, which is exactly why we have Code Crafters. They are the most rated GitHub repo, and that's for a good reason. Their platform gives you access to unique projects that will help you stand out from the competition without the clown shoes and nose. Want to build an HTTP or DNS server from scratch? Check. Hell, you can even craft your own version of Git, all while others are still struggling to center that annoying div in their to-do app. You can start some projects free of charge, and if you use my link in the description, you can get yourself a whopping 40% off, so hurry up. This was Codehead with yet another tech rant. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe. Lights out.